so we can get this event underway. What's going down, everyone? I know we're back in the danger zone. Return. Mr. Skilling is just not gonna get away with it. He wiped the floor with my base. Now I'm back to clean up his trouble. But with that situation, as we make everything ease into what's going down, we're over here, and well, at this point in time, I'm gonna go ahead and get our nice controller, and we're gonna sit back and play some nice video games. But let me pull up the last feed that I need, and we'll be good. All the live internet is playing nice. Every so often it does that. You know, the stars align, and you know that thing you pay for Comcast every so often works. It's crazy when it does that. But for right now, we're gonna make the danger zone a friendly zone over here in our lovely portion of my home. My base is no longer gonna have that situation of being destroyed. Not on my watch. But let's go ahead and check it out. If not, you know, if I can always spruce up some stuff for the situation. We also do have a new renegade. Yes, defeat with the situation of 6 days and 4 hours. There's a lot of fun stuff that can be coming into where you have situationable portions over here. So let's go ahead and return back from spying. Oh, I guess if we're gonna, I accidentally hit that. I mean, well, it was just meant to be. Might as well send out a battalion. We're gonna warm up, you know, let the troops, you know, take out this dude real fast, and then right back to the danger zone, you know, right after we come back. Makes for a better narrative, you know. Mr. Skillings hits us after a very skillful mission. Just, you know, this is about to go cray cray for Cocoa Puffs. So I'm just gonna let them go autopilot. I think that they're a trained battalion that is ready to bring the fight to them. They are a force to be reckoned with, I tell you. Look at them, just cutting through that like butter. There's no remorse. But as we collect up easy supplies and we destroy the Karnoff and our new rival, and we inch towards the level of 64, lots can be told. And how hopefully my base has got some newer surprises when we go back. Laid out more line fields. I fortified my walls. Relaid out security turrets, re-engineered, and saw opportunities to take a more variety approach of having a lot of resources, having more of a wider field of protection, and on top of that, utilizing a lot more of training with my my tactical command, and having a little bit more of an upgrade with the actual airfields. So it's going to be cool to get a newer blueprint, because there is another blueprint that I want to get at the very end, which will unlock a very cool unit that we're going to be taking a look at least towards the end, that Battlehouse is going to be sprinkling on to add to the team. They can call in some recon work and even get some drone action going on, destroying stuff. Now I'm just going to leave them there. They need power. I mean, that's messed up. I'm not that cruel. Not to mention in war, you're the one that has to clean it up in the end, so. Not to mention in war, you're the one that has. What's the point of destroying something you gotta rebuild, right? What's the point of destroying? Sweet! Getting that OMP as we go over here inside of the situation of destruction. But I think it's time as we warm up inside of here. Oh my. There's a few situations going on here. As we go back over here, we still we have to restart the danger zone again. It's a raid run. Let's hit a spy run. Let's roll with it. Well, Mr. Skillings, I tell you, I've been here before, but I'd be lying. It's my first time. Destruction! Destruction on wheels! I don't know why that happens. It seems like right at the get-go, they don't really have that narrative. They're just like sitting ducks. But it's okay. We can bring them back. We can try this again. Not this time, Mr. Skillings. I've been here before. It's like that whole, like, what was it? Tom Cruise movie, The Edge of Tomorrow, where he's thrown in that battle and it's repeated over and over again. Except for I'm not Tom Cruise. I don't, as Talladega Nights would say, I don't have crazy witchcraft powers. That's what classifies him. He's a warlock, a level 4. He's not too far along the lines, but he definitely is a warlock. It has been proven, you know, through sitcoms and movies. The lore is there. We have to drink it in. But as we drink in this destruction, that's right, we brought the danger. To make you feel the hurt. You made me feel pain, Mr. Skillings. Then you made me have to go through another tier. But it reminds me a lot of like, this is like the way the format is supposed to go. Where it resets, where you really just need to kind of like figure it as like a raid and I guess strategize your base towards the end. But it is fun to run to get those blueprints. Aha! Doom falls upon you, sir. I say nay. Aha! Doom falls upon you, sir. I say nay. Oh, how neat. I don't think it was supposed to intentionally happen to that, but we'll still go down the missions to get anything we can. But there's our new blueprint that we needed. Very nice. In fact, while we're doing that, we might as well upgrade our tower. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and go back since he's on the top of the list. I do want to invite someone into my base because I want to just see what happens because I put a lot of work into that. Wow, that did not last long at all. That's really good range for those laser things. Destruction. That's what I was going for. So let's go ahead and hit our repair slowly. What I can do is just turn this down, just like the lo-fi in the background is just super low. It is coming from the desktop lead. Thank you, I appreciate that, because I forgot about that crappy ass sound thing in the background. It is coming from the desktop lead. Thank you, I appreciate that, because I forgot about that crappy ass sound thing. One of the cases, I'll look into that later. It just means... Damn. This damn. Technical difficulties as an actual streamer is one of the biggest things I always find to be a bummer sometimes. What if I went to real track? This might crash the whole thing, but I feel like we can try it real fast. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the mute. I'm gonna go ahead and select that back because I've done that before and I have caused a lot of bugs. Damn, it should be gone now for as far as the mute. It just means we won't have sound for as far on YouTube. Oh, it's alright. The show must go on, as Freddie Mercury said once in point in time. But at least there's not an echo delay, and I guess I'm getting down to the bare minimum. That is the, I wonder what's causing that loop, though. All right, back on focus of what's happening over here as we continue to collect blueprints from Mr. Skillings. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can see what our spot would be. Okay, we got a little while ago. I'm gonna go ahead and let that soak in. Easier to just wait the 2 days. But at that point in time, we have a whole new mission we can go about. But I'm gonna go ahead and heal my troops because I think they are deserving of a nice little heal up. That should get everyone back into tip-top shape. And with that being said, we should be able to slide over here and destroy stuff. There we go. That should do the trick. See, this one wasn't as bad. I feel like my troopers were a lot more seasoned to this. Like, you know, as long as we stick to the roads, we know there's a lot of mines and stuff. All right, everyone, switch your focus. Oh, no, it's not going down like that. Oh no, that's done. We're done. Done. All right. Another one added to the board. Let's go ahead and unlock those in our inventory chest so they don't add any clutter. And there should be a upgrade level, I believe, of 12 right now available, if I remember correct. Let's go ahead and see what the danger zone has to offer us now on level 3. Alright, so last time we went in super heavy with a lot of helicopters. I'm going to go ahead and back it up with a whole bunch of riflemen and a lot of tanks. See what happens with the full artillery. Because right now we just slam into just a ton of turrets, and I don't feel like that's nice to send my, you know, best infantry to just death. I mean, they're literally farta at that point in time. The tank battalion's doing exactly what I wanted it to. Well, these guys just basically nipped outside of the helicopters the last time, destroyed me because I didn't have too much of a defense. I think that's a wrap, Mr. Skillings. That is a tight niche base. Like, you cannot, like, escape the danger. It's everywhere. I'll slowly refill them. It's okay. All right, with that being into our flock of missions being able to take down, let's go ahead into the next zone. Zone 4. He says he's going to break my teeth. I say nay. I remember this one. This is actually not that hard at all. There's just a lot of surprises you have to be careful about. All right, this should do the trick. Perfect. They're slamming through the part of the base that I wanted to. It'll avoid the turret. Go straight towards the stockpile. God, his fuel. You know, that's what you do. You got to cut him off. Yes, Todd, this would be the rest of the danger zone. I beefed up my base. It reset, so I'm going through some of the old missions, which is great for most people who didn't enter the danger zone for the first time. This will be their first step into it, but this is the return to for me. So, with that being said, seems like we are getting closer and closer to finishing up all this really cool upgrades, and I'm going to continue to go about returning to that zone because we are one away from him trying to come over and wreck our base, and I say no. This was the fun one where I saw like a lot of the walls and saw where they went to, so I went to go ahead and mimic his base. I said, you know, I gotta play what the pros are doing, you know? Alright, so we're gonna very softly trip a nice situation of destruction, because I knew last time he just destroyed, wrecked, but it's okay. I know these people, they're gonna do well. It's a good battalion. That is some heavy armor, like, choppas. Like, that's like some Arnold grade, like, I flex and do, like, you know, 500 crunches from just waking up somehow, and I have all the time in the world to go ride my bike for an hour and somehow look like an old Master Roshi. On a serious note, look up Arnold and what he's doing nowadays. He's like, he's really living life well. And you're very welcome, Todd. Let me just revive my peeps. Go! Okay, so I've tried doing this their way. I'm just gonna come back with a huge battalion of heavies and just wreck their life. It'll work. It'll be fine. But for the first things first, I need to heal my base. I know I retreated from the danger zone, but we will be going back. Right now I need to heal myself. And we are gonna go face forward back into that zone 5. So, we've made a pretty good dent. What I mentioned before, we are going to just literally make it rain fire. One rifleman's all we need. Wow. This dude is just relentless. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut wall on my head. I left him with his mortar pool. It's fine. He'll live. I did. I walked away from it. And with a new blueprint. Take that, Mr. Skillings. On a real note, though, I should probably unlock well for those so we can get level 6 out of the way. I'm super excited for that. But before we do that, I need a full battalion revival. All right. With that underway, let us go ahead and zoom out for this deadly fight. You can see I laid out a lot. I put out mines. I got better turrets. I got stuff on my base. I got people ready to destroy crap. Oh no. Oh crap. Wow, they just cut through that like cheese. Like angry cheese. I don't think cheese should be angry, but this is seeming like some angry cheese. All right, I need all hands. Focus. Wow. This is probably one of the hardest things I've ever played. This is like literally like a Destiny raid. They're literally just wrecking me. Though I could probably have had a lot more troops on this side, and I feel like I would have fought more of a better loadout. And oh wow, they're just wow. I mean, I'm gonna hope maybe. Okay, one thing I noticed is they don't come back here at all. Look at my mines. They haven't been set off at all. Okay, we're removing some of the turrets and moving it around literally for just this mission. Oh, it's fine. Yes, I'd very much like you to remind them. Thank you. We're gonna speed that up real quick. And for the purposes of the stream, voila. Stream vision. It's a real thing. Okay, so what I am thinking, since these are very valuable and they can destroy a lot of stuff people like to move around, I'm thinking we need to move this behind a wall. That would be a lot, I suppose, more efficient with having a few of these literally over here, bringing them in. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and move that. I feel like we could probably accomplish a lot in that situation if I just kind of bring him more into the base. That'd be like more of a protector. Let the walls serve their purpose. I feel like that's what I'm failing here, and then just funnel them in. Also, I need to make use of my EMPs. Okay, so everyone seems to literally come from these areas, and then I don't know where in the back, that's when that shit goes south. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and move these. Okay, so as long as I can get my minefield back up to way, I should be able to get this. You know what? That's actually worth it. I'm just gonna take it. That way we can just get through this real quick, see what we can do. Give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry, there's some internet issues right over there. It should be mild over in a second. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and continue to push forward for the meantime. Let's go ahead and see what we can do for as far as getting Mr. Skillings out of that situation of destroying us. So that would be nice. Be very, very nice. Well, let's go ahead and see what we have over there, upgrading on our normal field. I think this might work. I'm going to take a gamble. I'm going to select my troops. And then let's go ahead and hit our attack. Hit defense. And let's see how this pans out this time. This is absolutely insanity. I had a better layout before. You know, I'm definitely going to have to look at this in a strategic way in order to get this, but he is very skilled. He lives up to his name, I'll tell you that much. Well, rats, I can try to just, you know, like take them in. Yeah, take this. I see you. It's not really doing much. I do have to admit, I did survive a little longer than what I would have thought, but... Oh, they have more! They have the super ooper duper, like, freaking Super Saiyan guys. Wow. Oh, and there's more. This is like a Billy Mays commercial. Well, at least we got past the second or third wave. I mean, that's progress, right? And we did not see that before, I'll tell you that much. But damn, that is some brutal, like... Oh, I definitely need more choppers. I need more everything. Oh, I need to play this game more to level up. This is some real stuff. But at least it wasn't as bad as the first time. The first time was ridiculous. Like, I feel like I was just like gone in a second, and I was like, I felt such like a little fish. So okay, anyways, the internet seems to be working here. We're just gonna go ahead and focus, and I'm gonna go ahead and repair our base and go from there. No! Show my inventory. I'm trying to get to that. See, now I'm wondering where I can put my turrets that would work the best. Talk about bad timing. Ugh. Yeah, my salvage is ridiculous. But I'm really trying to think how we can iron this out. Now, we could go and fight, you know, this nice renegade over here for as far as what's going to end up happening. But we're going to go ahead and pour ourselves into a little bit more of a... I wish I could beat him. I mean, the only thing I could think of at this point in time, plant them literally right here. And I'm going to have to sacrifice a little bit in order to destroy really fast. All right, let's try it. This may not go well at all, but it's better than nothing, right? Yeah, that's right. My walls weren't meant to be broken, damn it. That is one strong-ass armored explosive right there. Well now. Look what happened here. Go! Go, 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 go! We didn't do that half bad this time. I think I have an idea. It may not work because there's so many waves, but we might get a little bit farther than where we had before. Start the repair process. I really wish that when you repaired the, you know, the base, that it also repaired your mine kits. That'd be super awesome. Be super duper awesome. But, you know, sometimes you gotta be patient to rearm those really crazy ones that don't get activated. Cool thing is, though, one thing that I'm learning is that there's a certain strategic pattern that they tend to follow, and, well, if they've triggered that multiple times, then more than likely they're going to trigger it again. So all the concentrated fight that I see is literally over here. So we're just gonna move everything and just center it into these areas to destroy them. Have my battalion be behind the actual physical. That way we can, holy crap, that is one big ass range. I'm gonna use the buildings as like walls, basically. It's just a research and a weapons lab. It's fine. They'll live. Slaughter to the lambs. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and see what else I can move around. I feel like moving these turrets are going to be my key victory. Okay, with that being said, I need my troops in my inner sanctum. That way they're just backup, just in case someone tries to fire on us. My base is too close niche. It's cool. Once I get them in here, I can back them over here, and then they'll be trapped in this little corner and try to defend every so often. What are you guys doing? Go over here. There we go. Finally. Such a defiant little soldier. Do your role. Okay, once he gets back there, then I'm gonna hope that maybe we can remine. Damn. I wish I could finish that. Might give me a little bit of a leg up, but I don't think it would really do anything that, you know, detrimental. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and see if maybe my strat might work against this. So far, so good. I like the trifecta, defecta, deflecta. Ooh, all right, we got our first bases down. Remember, you guys are the backup. You're staying over here. You guys literally are gonna hunker over here. This is gonna be our safe reserve. They will only attack when being attacked by being defended. Hold! Hold the line! Oh, this is gonna be crazy, but if I finish this somehow with this strategy, I'm gonna be happy. That's another thing. I could just box all my troops around a whole bunch of freaking turrets and call it a day. Damn, those turrets are holding their fucking own. Look at them. You go. No. No. They just keep coming. That was a solid strat, though. Seriously. You really gotta, like, I guess in this... Oh my gosh, and there's more. Look at them. That... Let's give it a second. There might be another battalion that just pops out of nowhere and be like, yeah, we're only halfway through this. Damn. Just... Wow. Like, when I was told that this was ridiculous, like, this is literally, like, the cream of the crop of the commanders that, like, are on this battlefield, and for people that are striving for something that they literally know is, like, a world's end of everything. I mean, dude, seriously, Skillings has the freaking arsenal to take down anything. This dude has me trumped, literally. I just don't... wow, did someone else just pop onto the party? Because I feel like it got brighter. Like there's some like 5-0 party over there. They're all like dancing with lights. Just damn. I don't know what to say. We got rickety wrecked. Oh, there's more. There's more. Okay, now I'm just curious. So I will stick around and see exactly what ends up happening here. Did it freeze? Was there so many on... Oh yeah. There's so many of them on the field that the web browser cannot even load them dancing around anymore. Oh, there's more. How many waves of ice? This is like Gears in the very end where you're doing everything and you know you're never gonna get through those waves, but you're gonna try with a good group of people. And you're gonna hope. And you're gonna hope. And hope. It literally looks like they could be having a festival right now. I'm scared. Like, I want to, like, end and surrender, but I feel like the minute I hit that, then a new battalion is gonna pop out of nowhere and I'll be like, damn. I should have been prepared for one more wave. Okay, I think we're good here. That was a lot of people. So I got through maybe 1/3, and in the very beginning when I played it last time, I got through like maybe 1/32 of that. Because it was just them hitting my base, and it was just like a hornet's nest. Yeah. Just damn. They were very efficient. They got 99% of my base. What was efficient was the trifecta of those turrets. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but they wrecked shit. Yes, the trifecta works. Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm gonna have to upgrade like my turret emplacements. I'm literally going to have to beef up every single wall. I have not met an adversary on a battlefield ever like this that has the resources to just destroy. But I do have some room, like, you know, I can make use of more rearranging, getting better turrets. Now seeing what works really well in the arsenal of having a well-balanced like team against heavy armor stuff, because that's one thing I noticed, that like his is just like, if you cannot penetrate that armor, you're not going anywhere. It's just destruction. So I'll have to train some people, put them in stations, because I do notice that you can, inside of these situations, put leaders and equip them inside of there, which I think would be really cool in order to speed up some of the stuff. So apparently my warehouse lacks the equipment items in slot in order to do that, but we can change that. You know, we can make that a thing for us to actually do. But for right now, let's have a little fun, because I feel like we just got our hide, like, you know, handed to us. So we're gonna enjoy a really, really cool situation right over here, and we're gonna go ahead and slide into this proceeding of what's happening over here, because, you know, we're not gonna get wrecked over here. We're gonna do the wrecking. That's what we're meant to do. I mean, I have to have a full crew. I can send them out in waves. Like, yeah, one extra soldier, really gonna kill some. Look, he's making a damn good difference, actually. You know, he's an efficient little dude. Cool. Surprised to see me so soon? Not really. I would say the same to you. Were you surprised to see me so soon destroy your shit after I got wrecked so fast? Yes, rearm my mines. I want my mines to be rearmed. I feel like that's not going to be my saving grace, but still, I think we might fight well. I wonder if I just put all 6 of these together. You know what? Actually, I really want to try that. Just for, you know, fun. There are too many people on the field. All right, shift, go. In fact, you know what? We're just gonna make a weapon alley. Eventually, they gotta come to us. That's when we'll destroy the crap out of them with my weapons. With weapons. It's probably not a wise idea, but you know, you don't know until you try, right? Look at how much coverage they have. So much layover. I swear they're not even gonna know what hit them. They're just gonna be like, what the hell just happened? I hope. One could hope. I think that's everything I have in one little area, right? And I'm gonna have my battalion just chilling right here. They're semi-backup. I don't know if this is gonna work, but it's gonna look cool, right? Maybe. Okay, let's do this. This might go horribly wrong, and I am hoping that it doesn't. Nope, just let it go. Let it go. Let our base defense do its thing. See, look at that. As it gets closer, it will draw itself attention to all of this. Wow, that did not go well at all. We lasted a shorter amount of time than we did before. My strategy of keeping things inside and funneling them like a Leonidas technique worked well last time. Okay, lesson learned. I thought I could just pile everything up and they just boom through waves. Which makes me wonder, maybe I need to change my wall system. Just for this one point in time. I guess after I lay out my strategy in order to beat this, I'm gonna be, you know, sitting pretty tight with my base. Not a lot of people will be able to touch me. Oh, no, no, no. Manage. I need to manage you. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is really make this extraordinarily difficult for them to get over. Oh, I wanted to move the base. Oh, well, silly. Let's go ahead and speed ourselves up. That way we can look at a better battlefield than what we're looking at right now. All right. Andres Sands, what's up, man? Something seems off. Okay, now that I have them semi-guarded, they have to funnel in one area. I'm very curious how well this might resolve nothing, maybe, but something, maybe in the latter end of. All right, let's try this one last time. Then I might throw up the towel for the situation of today, and me trying to get past zone 6. Just jeez. I mean, this is making for a great saga. If we were trying to look for, you know, the Return to Danger Zone trilogy, we're definitely hitting it. I feel like we need Sylvester Stallone, maybe some Arnold. Okay, it definitely deflects a lot, but it's not going to work. I need to push the turrets farther back and push the base that I don't need in front of that. Basically, Farta. Just long enough to destroy them. But these walls, damn, they are very, very good. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start moving them on the outskirts. Right now, every single building is a plot of land on the border. I don't see it any other better way than that. There we go. That's a little bit better. I'm just generically putting them over there for right now. It's been a while since I've actually redesigned my base, so, you know, spring cleaning. This is needed to be done in a long time. So you have the longest range. You will be the protector. We don't need our silo, you know, like we'll litter that on the background. Besides, if you want to blow up a silo, you're in a whole other crazy mission of destruction. Let's see here. How can we make this work? Well, I know they don't attack back here at all. Ish. Okay. Let's test this out. Definitely not excited to lose, but we're gonna test to see if that wall will at least give me a fighting chance. That was a lot better, I'm not gonna lie, for as far as a smooth portion. Okay, so I feel like I might be able to do this for an NPC, but you definitely cannot do this for like a normal person, where you just literally line up a wall after a wall. All right, let's see what we're cooking with now. Okay, let's see you go through that, Mr. Skillings. Put a lot of effort in moving that shit. I want to see what happens now. I mean, it's close. Damn. It's the best fight that I've had so far. I still got people in the field. Get your ass back towards the turrets. You're the only safe place you got. Look at their addiction at taking out the wall. They don't even care. Like, I still got people left in it, so I have to distract them with walls. That's the catnip here. I found their weakness. It's walls. All right, but you know, honestly, right now, my tummy is a grumbling, and it's not for a danger zone. It's actually for some food. But I think this is where we're gonna leave it. This is probably one of the badass runs that I've ever had with kind of a raid where I'm like trying to think about strategy, trying to line up anything for as far as trying to beat this, and I can't find a way. Right now it's going to take time and persistence, but this is a great ad for thunderrun, and for the people that do beat this, oh my, they are going to be legends, literally legends. As you can see, more and more of these people appear, and it doesn't end there. You know, so you gotta beef up on your minds, really have a strategy of like where you can kind of see they're popping into place, but it's just chaos. I mean, there's so many. I like to think that at least on this run, I got probably, let's see here, in the next wave, then there's one more wave after that. There's 2.5 minutes of this relentlessness. So you really just got that one is wow. Look at them. I'm gonna stop them now because, you know, they're gonna overtake it. We were 40% apparently into that run. That wasn't horrible. It's a lot better than we had last time. But I can't stress this enough. Be prepared. Be very prepared. I appreciate that, Todd. Double or triple walls, I think, is going to be the winning trifecta, and it's gonna have to be surrounding my weapons. Like, because I feel like if I protect my weapons, thank you, Brent. You know, that's gonna be like really gonna be what saves me, and then put my buildings around those walls, so that way when they go towards the walls to destroy the buildings, the turrets are destroying them, and then gives the walls just a little extra TLC. But I think it's doable if I don't know if I'll be able to like get all my weapons behind one wall and do a 3-decker. If I could do that, that would be amazing. I think that would be cool. But I might be able to stagger and make like a honeycomb, like a little thing going on, and kind of really get them decadently inside of there so they continue to attack the walls and get more space per I guess trifecta, because if you do one and then link them, they'll shoot out 4. So if you have like just studs every so often, you should create this little honeycomb effect with the walls that would probably be able to encase the whole thing. So I'm gonna work on that. That's gonna be cool. I'll work with, you know, battlehouse. It won't be like this week, maybe like early next week. We might be able to do another stream to return of Danger Zone and see if it is possible to wipe out Mr. Skillings past level 6, because this is crazy. But like, man, I can't wait for people to get to level 7. I think that's going to be the, you know, the meal ticket right there. But everyone, thank you so much for staying tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay classy, all that fun stuff. I'm gonna go get some grub and really relax for the rest of the night. I've been running around trying to get shiboshis. They sold out so fast. I want me a shiboshi. I'm a simple boy. I don't like shiny things. I just like NFTs. You say non, you know, fungible situation, and I say yes. It's collectible. And that's cool. But we're gonna leave on that. I'll have an every day situation happen with a new battlehouse stream coming up soon. But for right now, I might come back after eating, and we need to burn out either Psychonauts, play some more Far Cry, get a little bit farther in what I've been lacking. But there's been tons of updates that have been coming through, and luckily I think I finally got a breather where I can actually digest some games.